Today we'll be covering longs I took on NASDAQ. My whole thought process kind of before and after, as pre-session, I didn't really have a good idea of what price was going to do. So I waited for time. I waited for more price action. And as the session unfolded, it got easier and easier to read. So what did I see? I saw a big bullish move taking out this high and trading into this market gap we left. All right, from there, we left an inducement high. Okay, some liquidity, relative equal highs here, and then sold off. Okay, this low, so inducing sellers. So right now I have the time rewinded to 9 a.m. So 30 minutes before the open. There's the open there. There's 10 a.m. there. So, as we know, 9 a.m. Typically ends up being some sort of trap, or brings in some sort of volume regardless. But it is NASDAQ, and this is an indices, so I will always be, 95% of the time I wait for stock open to occur. So 9:30 a.m. All right, so if we fast forward to liquidity above these highs, okay, that's obvious. I think we can all agree to that. Now stock open gets announced. Gets announced. Sorry, released 9:30, and we get this bullish move in. Okay, to clear this internal liquidity as we expected, as we anticipated, and as we know per our system, you do not want to be trading above this low. Okay, it's a trap. We know this, so mark that on as a trap. We want to see price below. Oops, we want to see price below. Okay, and as we play price out over here, let's go 5 times. We take the low out, so we trap buyers, and as you can see, we're starting to approach 10 a.m. All right, I had my eyes on 10 a.m. Okay, because obviously that's when the 4-hour candle closes. That's when the hourly candle closes on futures. So I'll have my eyes on 10 a.m. Also, what was of interest to me was at stock open, we induced buyers, and now we're starting to trap them, right? Look to the left-hand side. Where did this reaction come from? This low right here, okay? Yes, there's another low below, okay? And it's not impossible to run it, but nonetheless, the reaction came from this area here, okay? Obviously. Now again, keep an eye on time. This vertical line here is 10 a.m., right? And we sell off to the downside right at 10 a.m. We trade below 9 a.m. low, which is basically right here. So if I 9 a.m. low, we'll drag this over. So we spike below 10 a.m. We grab that low from the left-hand side. Now buys are of interest to me. Okay, we have. Sorry, let me go back to the 1 minute. We have internal liquidity left here. Okay, so I can put this line on. We have relative equals left up here. Okay, if I can leave it like this. But also understand that this is a liquidity block, right? We've spiked out this liquidity and dropped. So this can be an area that provides reactions. Okay, but overall, I did want to target 18,679. All right, yes, there is more highs to the left-hand side, but I'm not going to get too greedy. I don't need the absolute top. Give me a little bit of the move, and I'm more than happy. All right, move this over. So 10 a.m., right? Look at the cursor at the bottom. 10 a.m. opens. We spike out 9 a.m. low. I'm usually on the 5-minute, and I was in this example. Next 5-minute candle closes, leaving a low with a liquidity block right below. So this is an entry area for me. Now, I want to explain something to you guys. This isn't the cleanest. This isn't the most pitch perfect entry. My confidence wasn't at an all-time high for this setup. And the reason being was because we left this low. Okay. And that's just the market being the market. It's not perfect. Okay. Not every setup's going to look amazing, but that's why, as you guys can tell in the Discord, I size down, and that's fine. Obviously there's going to be times where there's setups that I'm a lot more confident in, and it is what it is. sometimes there's going to be setups I'm not too confident in them. Okay, but I'm okay to expose myself to risk and add risk to the trade, but I'm not going to size in too much. Okay, when that bread and butter setup comes, when my confidence is high and I feel like the direction is quite clear and obvious to me, then I'll look to size in, of course, to my trades, right? As we know. But in this example, I wasn't super confident. I had an idea of us running higher here, but in time really helped me with that. But nonetheless, it could have been and gone lower, right? So, and I understood that. I understood that it wasn't perfect. I also understand the market can do whatever it wants, right? But yeah, so that was my entry area. This was going to be basically where I wanted to take the buy from. Anywhere in here, stops go below, okay? And I'm targeting stock open high, okay? So next candle opens up. We spike into this blue box, this entry area, okay? Into this liquidity block. And we'll go back to the 1 minute so we can manage this. Again, don't forget, we have this internal liquidity on the left-hand side. You can see how we just respected this internal liquidity. All right, I'll make this red. And perfect. So entry here. I'm looking to target up here. All right, this high we have marked on. Now we'll play it out a bit. We have now ran inducement high, tapped into this area. Again, we can expect and anticipate reactions, right? Then we move higher. Running this structural high, which induces buyers. So, trap. Possible buys below. Okay. I'm not interested to take it because I'm already in my position. So, I don't care to be in the scale in. And there you go. Buyers trapped. Here's more internal liquidity built up and liquidity block right below. Right, so entry below this low here is valid. Respect the liquidity block and boom, right to the upside. Okay, taking out our target perfectly, even running for this high on the left. So if I wanted to target this, I could have, but like I said, I'm more than happy with catching a move like this. All right, 1 to 3.5 or 540 ticks, which is beautiful. All right, but nothing too crazy, nothing too complex, straightforward nonetheless. But again, the lesson of this is not every trade is going to be pitch perfect. But time was very important in this scenario here. All right, with 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. If I put these vertical lines, look how it's used for that trap move. Right, look, high to low during that hour. Right, we speak about that a lot. But yeah, nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the study, and I'll see you guys in the next one.